What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Path of the Network Marketer. It is day 18, episode 18. So if you're brand new to the show, if this is your first time listening, thank you and welcome. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And of course, if you're already an existing listener, welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for supporting. Now, if you're not already following the show, if you're not already subscribed, whatever it happens to be on the particular app that you're listening on, go ahead and follow or subscribe. I would hate for you to miss a single episode because we do have a new episode released every day at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever time that happens to be in your part of the world. Now, of course, for those of you watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And for those of you watching on Facebook, go ahead and hit the follow button. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk about education and learning, and how that has the potential to become a crutch. I've seen this countless times in my career, especially as a coach and mentor. It's something that we all naturally fall into. Of course, when you're going into something new, especially like network marketing, which, for anybody, for most first timers, generally speaking, it's something that's completely foreign to you. So you have to go through a learning phase. And online marketing, same thing, right? Internet marketing, social media marketing, you got to go through that learning phase. For me, when I first started this journey of learning how to use the internet for my business, back in late winter, early spring of 2022, this year. And so I initially had to go through a learning phase normally, right? And what I did was I actually compressed as much learning and tried to consume and digest as much information as I could in as quick a time as I possibly could manage, because I knew I needed to get things on their legs, on their feet as quickly as possible. Otherwise, there would be something else that I needed to learn, and something else that I needed to learn, and something else that I needed to learn. It's that old saying in our profession that you're getting ready to get ready, right? Preparing to prepare, right? Because there's always something new. There's always another detail that you can learn, and your mind is going to want to tell you it has that natural, again, inclination to learn this new thing, because we want to avoid potential pitfalls and failures once we get things into action. The truth of the matter is, there's no way of really telling, right? It's all theory until you actually get it on its feet. And if you don't get it on its feet, you won't know actually what you need to fix or what you need to adjust without those pitfalls and failures and mistakes in the first place. So yes, you can learn things in theory and you can spend all that time preparing and getting your knowledge base up, but without the actual doing, without the actual action, it's only it's really very limiting, right? It's very, very, very limiting. And again, the pitfall can be that you just spend all your entire time getting ready to get ready, and you delay further and further any potential results you have because you're delaying the actual action. It's very much like we were talking about a few episodes ago, where you got to get all the right gear, all the right tools, all the right software, and you're preparing everything to make sure that you have a high production value. You spend all this time preparing, and you delay the actual launch of whatever internet content that you're trying to launch in the first place, right? Preparing to get prepared, getting ready to get ready. I get it. Again, we have to get a certain level of knowledge base, but once you hit a certain point, it just becomes knowledge for the sake of knowledge, right? Like knowing things without any kind of results or outcomes really is it's knowing nothing at all, right? It's because it's all based on theory and information, and again, the information is useless if it's just sitting in your brain and not being put into application. So as much as possible, understand, and I'm going to talk more about the mindset piece of this and why we all have this inclination, but as much as possible, my advice is learn as quickly as possible and get things on their feet as quickly as possible so that you can learn as you do, right? Because as you put things into action, that'll actually give you the right feedback, the correct feedback, for you to adjust and learn from, as opposed to just learning from a textbook or a website, or just learn things in theory, right? In theory. So that's my message for today. Get into action as quickly and as soon as possible, and we'll expand on this in terms of the mindset tomorrow in tomorrow's episode. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the show. Leave me a thumbs up or a like or a rating and a review if ratings and reviews are possible on the app that you're listening on. And otherwise, yeah, well, tune in tomorrow for more. So until then, be well, be safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.